All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 13 of the Dunk Dynasty Podcast. Back in action, full crew on deck. Myself, Panache and Yashanu. We've got Trigger Trey Mitchell, E Mac, Ethan McDonald's here. Jed Mitchell also here. Back in action, episode 13. What is happening, fellas?
Okay, I'll go. Just cruising. Me and Jed have just played one of the greatest basketball games of all time. I think we combined for maybe 3 points, but that's okay. We had fun. We're here. We're ready to rock and roll and talk about the things that people want to hear.
Yeah, that 3 points is still more than Stephen A. Smith averaged in college. So, we're still qualified to chat to you guys.
That doesn't sound too good. 3 points. How many combined minutes is that, though? Stephen A. was only playing about
40 minutes.
15 minutes.
1 of 19. 3 points.
I got 10 points. I dropped 33 last week. So, let's not talk about it.
Okay, we won't.
You love to see the state of it. You love to see the state of it. What, you win though, or no?
Lost both weeks. Lost both weeks.
But Washington Wizards.
Damn, we got Kate Cunningham over here. 1 in 15 wins going 30 points.
Yeah, I think I should just drop out of the league, focus on other things. But it is what it is. How are you, Pete?
Good man. Such is life, bro. As they say, it is what it is. Living the great life in Hamilton, bro. The second greatest city in New Zealand. So life as well.
Second greatest city in the Waikato, maybe.
Us, bro. They love it over here in Hamilton. You know, second greatest, only behind. You already know what it's behind. Only behind one.
I don't even want to guess.
Yeah, that is true. Please do not. But fellas, lots of stuff going on in the NBA. Lots of injuries are going on. Teams coming out of the post All-Star break. It's all been going on. Some teams all over the shop. First one to start off with, it's I think it's going to be a big push going forward. The MVP race. So you definitely got some names that I think have now started to stand out. You got Jokic going for his third MVP. Then I think probably equal or right behind him, you've got two guys going for their first MVP: Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Luka Doncic. So what's your thoughts on the state of the MVP race?
I think no, you go Shai, but you got to give it to Jokic, I reckon, so far. But Shai's my number 2 by a lot. Like I reckon the third gap's decent.
I think that second and third's quite tight. Jokic is doing his thing. He's had a little bit of rest over the All-Star break. He's come back like a monster, eh? How can you not give it to him? He's just doing so well. Yeah. Luka's playing well too.
I think it's close between Luka and Jokic and Shai. To be fair, I'd have Shai at 3, Luka at 2, Jokic at 1. But I think it's close. The only reason Jokic is probably more ahead is because his team's playing better. But then Shai's as well is playing pretty good. So I don't know. I reckon it's probably a lot closer than we give credit.
Right, narrative plays into it too much. Like all this, no one was talking about Luka at all until just before the All-Star break. His team's in the 8th seed, and everyone's just like, they won 7 games in a row. Let's throw them in there. It's all about narrative, and I reckon as it comes down to the end of the season, narrative's what's going to win it. Forever is going to win it. At the moment, I don't see anyone but Jokic getting it, but I'd love to see someone squeak it out. But the noise between Luka, where you guys been all season? That's all I'll say.
I've been supporting Luka all year. What do you mean?
One game away from being the 9th seed, bro. That ain't. Come on, bro. I can't give MVP.
Yeah, you can't give the MVP.
I disagree. Shai hasn't had a 34, 6, and 7 game this entire season. If Luka had that game this year, his stats would go down.
Hey, what's Shai's seed?
Come on.
What's Shai's seed?
No, it's not a team. It's not a team award. It's a player award.
They change it from year to year. Some years they give it based on the best team.
Why do we call it the MVP team award then?
Bro, that means other players have got MVP with 60 games, bro, because they'd be like, oh, well, this player got 60, so this team won 60 games. Let's give him MVP. Stats aren't there. We're not giving MVP to a 9 seed, so he's out of it. It's down to Jokic and SGA. Clear as day.
And like the thing that people like works me up is like Shea, like he's not going to wow you. He's not going to get like 40 or 50 points, but literally every single game, pretty much. I think of the 55, 56 games they've played this season, he's had like he's had like a 30-point game in almost every single game, and he'll finish the game with his exact averages. LeBron, his career, he's averaged 27, 7, and 7. Never had a 27, 7, and 7 game in his career. Wild. It's a true stat. Look it up. Shea pretty much gets his exact average every single night. He's the epitome of consistency, and I reckon that's the underrated aspect. And these guys are going to call me a homer, but it's like, literally, it's like, I don't know why you want a player who's going to pop off for 50 and then like you get the win, and then the next game he goes for 20 and you guys lose. I'd rather just have, your 30 bag every night, and your team has a good shot to win every single night. Like, I don't know. I just
2 games ahead of the Nuggets as well. So I'm like, bro, if that lead extends, MVP for me.
Also, no one's going to talk about it as well. By far the best defensive player in the MVP race by like head and shoulders.
Oh yeah, it's not really even close. Luka plays no defense. Luka's, like I said, Luka's my second favorite player to watch. Nowhere near. He's a terrible defender. Worst guard
He's
defender.
getting better.
And if you go into the advanced stats,
don't do this. Don't do this, Daryl Morey. Daryl Morey, stop it. No, get off it.
I'm just gonna say 1 and 2 in every single advanced stat is Luka. Not Luka. Is Jokic and Shea. 1 and 2 in pretty much every advanced stat is yeah.
I think I think it's definitely it'll be those two. It's just the order. I feel like for Shea to get it, he's going to need to pull away from the OKC Thunder. Are going to need to pull away from the Nuggets even more. Right now it's at 2 games. I think minimum 5 game buffer they're going to need between them and the Nuggets for people to really push the agenda, because Jokic's stats are better, but if they can be 5 games ahead, I think that's when it becomes the Shea award.
Yeah, well, like you say, like his stats are better, but then like their field goal percentage is probably identical, and Shea's a guard shooting 55% from the field. That is insane. I think like what they say, like it's the first person since MJ to do that. So like a guard shooting 50 plus from the field is unheard of. A guard shooting 55% is just out of this world, like efficiency.
Yeah.
You can give Shea the MVP, but I want to see it in the playoffs.
Oh,
we know
I love
Jokic is like in the playoffs.
That's the NBA saying at the moment. I want to see it in the playoffs.
I want to see Shea in the playoffs. No one's ever seen
the
it.
regular season award.
You think it's an NBA saying? It's Panasha. He's got it written up on his wall. He goes to sleep saying that.
Let me see in the playoffs. Julius Randle, let me see in the playoffs. Shea, let me see in the playoffs. But Shea, like I said, bro, he's gonna do your thing in the regular season, because I don't know. He might be a Peyton Manning, bro, a regular season superstar, regular season merchant. That's what he could be, you know.
He could be Joel Embiid, mate. You know.
Yeah,
they got like a similar style.
But at the end of the day, it is a regular season award. That's what it is.
Yeah, okay, Jed, see, the thing is, okay, regular season award, cool. Is it a team award or is it a player award? Oh, well, it's more of a team award probably, because if you finish with 60 wins, the best player in that team is going to get it. Like,
oh yeah,
what's the player award?
Wins, but he's only averaging 36 and 6. Oh, 36 and 5.
Cool.
55% from the field and leading the NBA in steals. Yeah, bro, it's a team thing. His team's carrying him to those stats.
Individual award. You want to give MVP to the 9th seed, Ethan? This is your logic. You want to give MVP to the 9th seed.
I want to give it to Luka, the best player in the league.
Luka's 1 game away from being in the 9th seed. That's
you know how you're saying.
He's not the best player in the league. Like,
no, he's not the best player in the league. No, he's not. No, we're not giving the MVP to Luka for being 1 game away from being in the 9th seed. You're like literally in 1 week's time. If Golden State win enough games and the Mavs lose, which probably the way that they play sometimes, they could easily. We could be sitting here saying the 9th seed guy is the guy who a week ago everyone was saying that's the MVP. No. And he's not the best player in the league. No, he's not.
The one thing you do need to defend Luka on is this is the best I think the West is. Would we say this is the best the West has ever been? Like, this is like 1 through 10, the teams are elite. Like, there is that part of it. But
the best the NBA's been.
Yeah. But there's no way you can give it to a 9th seed. Like people 8th or 9th seed, even if they climb up to 6th, I don't see it. Like Westbrook, when he won his, he bucked the trend of the top teams getting it, and he had to do something that had not been done in since the old days.
I can't.
And he
Yeah,
still shouldn't have got it. No.
I can't give it. There's no chance I could give it to a Luka. I feel these days you got to be this. You can have great stats unless you're doing something that's never been seen before. No, Russell Westbrook is the only outlier. You're either top 3
What's the MVP?
or no.
Is it who votes for it? Is it fan voting or is it just like
No, it's
coaches?
not
It's like media. It's media. Yeah.
So you
A
know
fans
that.
had a say.
The fans.
Oh Lord.
Yeah,
Bro,
Andrew
Sengun
Wiggins
would
and Zaza Pachulia would get MVP. Bro, that's why you can't give the fans nice things. But that's why we got the media members. I feel media members, though, they probably bet on who's going to win MVP, so that's what probably triggers the way that they vote.
You
Which is
do
probably
not.
why
Yeah.
SGA will win.
If it was the fan vote, LeBron would be a 20-time MVP.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Deserving too.
Yeah.
The year they
Well,
robbed him in 2018.
To be
Disgusting.
fair, LeBron's deserved more than 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least 6. Derek Rose shouldn't have won that one.
Yeah, facts.
Nah.
Tell the people. Just like, well, Steve Nash, same thing. Shouldn't have 2 MVPs, but somehow he sits here with 2.
Steve Nash. Oh my god. The guy out of
Steve Nash probably
I hate
has
Steve Nash's basketball game. Oh my gosh, he's
Steve Nash
so
probably has the 2
frustrating
worst
to look and to
MVPs.
watch.
Or actually, Steve Nash and who else? Someone else has the. But yeah, Steve Nash off the top of my head, that's the 2 worst MVPs. No doubt about it. But to be seen this season. So what? If everyone had to pick right now, who's your pick MVP?
I reckon
Jokic.
Jokic, but I can see narrative-wise at the end of the season, Shea snatching it.
Okay, and then Trey, who you got?
Oh, Jokic. They're on through, mate. They're on through.
And then Ethan, who you got?
Well, I'm gonna go with Luka to win it.
All right, give me SGA. Oh yeah, we'll buck the trend. We'll go 3 different picks. I'll go SGA as well. I'll go SGA, not as well. I'll go SGA. So, all right, that's the picks. Dunk Dynasty Podcast picks. Next one up, the Atlanta Hawks been dealing with a major injury. I saw the Instagram picture today. He's fresh off surgery. Trae Young out for 4 weeks, maybe even more. Who knows how he's going to recover? But yeah, Trae Young out for 4 weeks. Atlanta Hawks down there, man. Now going into essentially a big stretch of their season, trying to make the play-in, and Trae Young's not going to be there. But they're on a two-game win streak. So what's your thoughts on the Atlanta Hawks during this time? Do you think they can stay in that play-in spot or maybe rise a little bit higher, which would be difficult? Yeah, what's your thoughts?
Who's really the handbrake on the Hawks? Hey, come on, Pete. This is to you. Who's the handbrake on the Hawks?
DeJounte Murray.
Bro, I want the Hawks to win all of their games from here on out. I just want to see. I reckon if the Hawks go 2 or 3 games above 500 throughout this, it's going to be a really, really, really interesting summer for the Hawks, and it'll be really interesting summer for the NBA because there's going to be more star players on the market. So, yeah, I want the Hawks to win and Trae Young to get traded because that makes an exciting new team next year. Send him to the West so he can be the new
Send
Damian
him
Lillard, the
to LA.
all-star snubbed player.
He's coming to
Send him
LA.
to the West.
He's coming to
No, he's
LA.
not. He's going to San Antonio.
He's coming to LA.
I'm
Welcome
sick
to
of hearing
LA.
about LA. Oh
He's
my
coming to
God.
LA. Just wait for it. That's why, bro.
Who isn't going to LA?
Quinn Snyder,
Currently,
please.
everybody's going to LA.
Quinn Snyder.
Bronny.
Quinn
Bronny's
Snyder.
going to.
Make
LA
these guys
and
win
Boston.
every game.
Everyone's going there.
Make these
Nah.
guys win, please.
I think-
I need Trae Young to come to Lakers.
I think for the Hawks with this situation, if they, as Jed said, if they do start winning, because obviously they look like they're lining up to trade DeJounte in this offseason. And if they start winning with him, yeah, Trae Young's off to San Antonio to play with Wemby. That's how it is.
Win-win scenario, man. Get out. Well, to be fair, Atlanta is a nice place. It's a nice place to live. So it sucks in that sense. But to go play with the generational talent, Trae Young, you deserve it, especially after this team has wasted 3 years of your career.
Nah, calling it now. James Harden for Trae Young. James Harden would love to live in Atlanta with Lil Baby. Best clubs.
That's crazy. No, but Atlanta, I mean, it's a big stretch of their season, and yeah, missing Trae Young. The way they've started 2 games already, if the trend continues, now you start to look around because I think you're already looking at Capella's got to go. Surely, I feel like Big O can take over at center, so you can move Capella. Then probably, depending how well you do, you're probably going to be moving Trae Young. Now doors open because you can probably get some pretty good packages for those 2 guys.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Does Capella have much upside anymore? His defense is lacking. Like he's taking a big drop off.
But people like that sort of defender, a guy who can still play well in the pick and roll as a defender. He can still get you some. He's still a good shot blocker, still a nice big lob threats. This season, I feel like he was a little bit hampered.
His contract's not huge either, eh?
I don't know. Maybe he was on one of those 4 for 64s. I'm not too sure. But
I remember it not being huge. Yeah.
Surely he's getting to the end of that deal because, bro, it feels like he's been in Atlanta since that 2021 season he was there. So that he must have got renegotiated 2022. So I'm assuming he's got to have 2 years left on that deal after this season.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really. I wouldn't want Capella. I feel like I don't know. Just
there'll probably be a market out there for him. I feel like it won't be as serious as it would have been 2 or 3 years ago, but there still will be a market in my opinion for him.
Lakers will get him.
Yeah, if he goes to the Lakers, I guarantee you they lose the playoffs. Scapegoated, end of his career, Montrezl Harrell style.
That's why people are trying to scapegoat Trae Young, bro, for no reason. People are trying to always try to throw, bro. This poverty franchise, Atlanta, absolute disgrace of a franchise. Absolute despicable, bro. This guy took you to the conference finals, and now you're out here trying to shit on his name. It's crazy to me. The fans of Atlanta, fickle people. The only good thing to ever come out of Atlanta is the Migos. Other than that, the city's trash. Sucks. Atlanta Falcons, they suck. Atlanta Braves, they suck. Atlanta Hawks, Trae Young carried that franchise. Now they try to shit on him. Just, bro. I hope he gets traded. I hope he comes to LA or he goes to somewhere else that actually values him because, bro, disrespect as an all-star, come to a big market, LA, you get voted as an all-star starter every single year. No more disrespect.
By the way,
over who?
The Hawks don't suck.
Who? No, hold on a minute.
What do you mean over who?
All-star starter over.
Over Shea, bro.
Bro.
Yeah. Oh, wait, how many conference finals has Shea been to?
How many times has he been in the playoffs?
Hold on. Where's Trae Young MVP?
How many seasons has he played in the East?
No, that's not the question. That's not the question. How many conference finals has Shea Gilgeous-Alexander been to?
Oh, good.
He hasn't even been to the playoffs.
How many years has Trae been in the...
Just answer the question. Give me the answer. Give me the answer. Give me the answer. What's the answer to that question?
Trae Young should be MVP this year.
What's the answer to the question?
Oh, good. Are we going to define his career by
the
playoffs
fucking damn... Bro, 0. Nada. Not a fucking 1, bro. Exactly. And people try to say Shea's better than Trae Young. 0 conference finals. Tell me what Trae Young was doing when he was age 23, bro. In the conference finals, bro.
Losing
Where's
his hair?
Shea? Where's Shea? Where was Shea when he was 23? Missing the play-in.
I think he was still
End
in
of
high
conversation.
School. I think he was still in high school when he was 23.
Come on, bro. We know how to count.
Well, Shea would have been what, young?
They were the same draft, weren't they?
Nice, Ethan. Thank you for that.
Did they? Oh, mate, I'm too old.
You should know. He got drafted to your favorite team.
Actually, he got drafted by the Hornets.
This guy's a Clippers fan. I didn't know that Shea was on the Clippers. Come on.
Hey,
what do you mean?
As
You
he's
got traded
really
Miles
earlier.
Bridges on draft day.
Despicable.
Yeah, it was one of the stupidest trades I've ever seen, but we don't worry about that.
So 0.
Yeah, well, the Hornets' dream run came to an end today with an absolute bodying by the Bucks. 26 points at the half. 26 points at the half. How is that possible?
You sounded like Hillary Barry when you did that. 26 points at the half.
Hey,
26.
And the weather today.
Oh, you know what? Actually, shout out to News Hub. I know a lot of people got fired today since they shut down. So shout out to them. You guys need a job. Come pull up. Dunk Dynasty Podcast.
I heard about that. That is gold.
We're gonna start running the weather on the Dunk Dynasty podcast. So if you weatherman from News Hub, come on.
Shows how many people will friggin' watch it, eh?
Well, no one anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah, no one anymore. Clearly.
exactly. Death to the News Hub.
Those redundancy packages about to be lit though.
But what's your thoughts? So what's your predictions? Anyone got the ATL Hawks? Well, I mean, it's gonna be hard for them to rise into. They're stuck in the play, and
they're not going anywhere. They can't go down.
They're literally in that 7 to 10. They're not moving. So,
and now that the Raptors have got their pizza party, they're going back to tanking. Bro, the pizza party, it happened.
Hey, thanks for that, man. We really needed that for you to tell us about that one. Oh, speaking of which, no pizza parties in Philadelphia. I know they've got those little giveaways that they always do for pizzas and wings and whatever. Because if they win by whatever. Not a lot of winning going on over there in Philadelphia since Embiid went down. 7-17 without Joel Embiid after being 26-8 with him. Slumping 76ers. What's your thoughts, man? Things are going south and south very fast. One game away from being in the play in the East. So it's getting a lot more difficult and tricky for them now.
They're going to be in the play. Yeah, they're in trouble.
They're in trouble. Holy. Them in Boston in the first round, maybe? Heat on the rise.
Tyrese Maxey, first year of being the man, and he's got all of it on his shoulders right now because everyone else is selling. Hella bad. They suck.
I don't know about this everyone else is selling thing. I feel like old mate who's an all-star is the one who's selling that team.
Joel Embiid, 100%.
Embiid?
No, Tyrese Maxey, the guy who's supposed to take over and be the guy. I saw him put out a post. He said, well, it's my time to be the guy, blah, blah, blah. Brother, what? What? Do you want to shoot efficiently from the field? Do you want to be the number one guy? Embiid's not there. Be the number one guy. Like, what are you doing, bro? I don't get this. Like,
you watch him play now as well, and it's like hero ball. Comes close game in the fourth quarter, step back three, fading away off balance shot. It's just no.
I don't know, bro. It's okay. It's tough for him. I understand. It's Joel Embiid's team. We know that, but at least we can get some games in here, Phil Tyrese. This last 4-game stretch is the one I'll excuse. It's difficult. They played some difficult teams. The Bucks, I'm pretty sure they had to play in there. The Cavs, they had to play in there. The Knicks, they had to play in there. Celtics, they had to play in there. So that's a hard stretch. I don't mind that. I'll give you, you can't get wins against that top four. You need Embiid to beat those guys. But it's underneath those other games where you need to get wins. And Tyrese Maxey, you need to play well. I don't think that's happened. So it's hard to see how this team can tread above water for when if Embiid even does come back the way that they've gone now, because they just haven't shown any signs that they can, tread water, maintain themselves out of the play-in.
Yeah. They should be better. 7-17, not good enough.
Have you looked at their starting team from today against Boston? Not a bad starting team. Oubre, Harris, Reed, Maxey, Hield. What? Other than Maxey making 12 of 24, the rest of the team made, 8 of 30. The starting team. 8 of 30. And you're telling me it's Maxey's fault.
See, this is you're back in it again, bro. It's individual sport. According to you, basketball's played by one player.
No,
you have the job to make your teammates better.
I'm saying that Tyrese Maxey's actually out here scoring points, getting buckets, while the rest of his side can't even shoot it into the ocean.
Well, brother. I think Tyrese Maxey realizes that if he's in the 9th seed, he's probably going to get Ethan's vote for MVP. Yeah, I think that's what he's going for.
What do you mean?
It's Tyrese Maxey's job to carry that team. If you're going to carry the team, bro.
It's his first year being actually solid, and you want him to carry the team straight away. He's been in the NBA
more than 1 year. He knows how it goes. You just got to deliver. If you want to be the guy, you've got to be the guy. That's literally how it works. You can't just be like, oh, yeah, I'm good this year, so I'll start winning next year. It doesn't work like that.
He's an all-star, though. He's supposed to be an all-star. I thought all-stars are supposed to be game changers. That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Trae Young's an all-star. Now his team's winning.
What was that?
Trae Young's an all-star. Now his team's winning.
Barely an all-star because the people didn't want to put him in there. So, technically speaking, we got Tyrese Maxey, shouldn't have been an all-star over Trae Young, but that's a story for another day.
Hmm.
Team struggling, bro. Like, no Embiid. This is your time to shine. Whether it be getting your teammates involved, like these 4 games here, I give you the pass. I don't mind. These are the top 4 teams in the East. Don't care. The other games, when you are playing the other teams that are not top 4, where are you and how are you making your teammates better? Can't be.
You've got to be at least around 500. I think if you're that good with Embiid and your roster's not deep, you've got to be around that 500 mark.
7-17 with no Embiid, man. That's a toughie. It is only going to get worse and worse as time goes. It looks like because, yeah.
What happens? Could you see them falling out of the plan?
Nah, they're way far away from doing that. They'll drop into the play-in, but yeah, they won't fall out of the play-in. That's gonna be the tricky one though, because you fall into the play-in as that's what the 7. You're playing maybe the Orlando Magic.
They're going to be 8th. They're only a half a game ahead of the Pacers and Orlando, and I could imagine Orlando and the Pacers are going to win more games to finish the year than the 76ers.
The Pacers fell off a little bit.
The Pacers are streaky. They'll go on like a 5-6 game winning streak, and then they'll lose a few in a row. They're a high offense team. That kind of happens.
I have a hot take. I think Embiid will only come back if they're not in the play-in. If they're in the play-in, he was not going to come back because they'll be like, bro, we win this. We have to play boss. Like, depending what happens, we either play Boston, or if the Bucks overtake the Cavs again, the Bucks. But if it stays as it is, it's going to be Celtics or the Cavs. You're like, if we fall into 8th, we're facing the Celtics. Why would we bring Embiid back just for the toughest series after being out for that long? I just don't see it. I think he might be gone for the rest of the season.
Embiid had his surgery beginning of February, and there's a report out that he's going to be at least 8 weeks from then. So what's that? It's end of March, start of April kind of thing, being back. And they said he's probably not even going to be 100% when he's back anyway. So they're in trouble.
I think call it. I reckon call it. I reckon call it for the season because I reckon just call it and come back next season because even when he comes back, you got 2-3 weeks to get ready for the playoffs, into playoff basketball. And bro, it's just not worth it. You may as well just call it quits. Come back next year. What's his name? Tobias Harris will be off the books. You have cap money from the salary cap to go get another player. Do that instead.
Oh, you got Kyle Lowry. He's awful.
Yeah,
he's awful.
Bro, he's got a key to the city.
He had a game today, though, man. 3 points. Allow it.
He's awful, bro. How's he still in the league?
He'll start on the He'll start on the Wizards and the Hornets, so it's all right.
Good on him. They're still terrible.
It's because he's got that dumpy. He just seduces the front office.
Yeah,
crazy. He's got the BBL.
Think that Kyle Lowry looks like a fat Kevin Hart. Does anyone else think that? Or was that just me?
No, must be.
Kyle Lowry got a BBL for sure. All right. Then you got, obviously, as we were talking about before, some of the rankings. Strength of schedule becoming a big key because a lot of people keep talking about how the Suns have the most difficult strength of schedule going forward or for the remainder of the season. So looking at some of the key teams that are in the top 5, not even just the top, actually in the top 6, you've got the Suns, the Bucks, and the Lakers all in the top 6 of the hardest strength of schedule remaining. Meanwhile, the Warriors and the Heat are in the bottom 7 of strength of schedule going forward. And then the team that's the best in the NBA has got the second easiest schedule remaining. So how much of a factor do you think that's going to play going into this last 24 games of the season? Some teams 23, whatever the case may be, especially for those teams there.
It's huge.
I think it's huge. Like you got teams, especially like fighting for home court advantage. If you're like trying to go for the 4th seed, if you're at 5th and you're trying to go for the 4th seed and you're versing a tough opponent, it's huge. It's unfortunate for the Suns, obviously, who are trying to make a push for the home court advantage or whatever. They're not far behind, but it's gonna be a tough push at the end of the season. But it's good for the fans, eh? We like to see it.
Have we ever seen a season this tight as well? Like, there's only one seed in the NBA that's locked up at the moment.
I think
And
14,
that's the
15.
Wizards.
14,
It's the Wizards
15
at
the other
last.
year.
No, I'm kidding. It's the Celtics at first. But yeah, it's crazy. Like, every single play-in and above team, apart from the Celtics, has a lot of movement they can do with one or two losses. So yeah, it's crazy. Fans
Bros.
are blessed. Strength of schedule will be hella important.
Oh man, the Suns literally with that strength of schedule will either be fit. Could either be playing the Clippers in the first round series or the Nuggets in the first round series, or get what I've been calling the series that you want, the Thunder. You know, it can go either way. And well, the Lakers, I feel like now in probably one of the hardest situations because they're going to be in the play-in and more than likely are going to be playing the first play-in game in Golden State. That's what I foresee. I think it's the way that it's shaping up right now. You're probably looking at that where it's Lakers traveling to San Fran over there, spot to make it into the second playing game. And then freaking hell on the other side, the Bucks are trying to chase down the Cavs for that second seed. I think first seed we already know is gone. No one's catching the Celtics. That's another massive one because that's going to be maybe the difference between playing the Orlando Magic, who you would rather have, no experience, as I always say, or facing the team that's caused them so many problems, the Miami Heat. So it's going to be huge, man.
Yeah. The Bucks are coming together nice. Was that you go?
No one wants to play the Heat in the playoffs. I think even the Celtics, man, they don't want to see the Heat in the playoffs, to be honest. But they'll play anyone, obviously. Like they'll say, "Come at us," but I think the Heat's definitely the team they want to play the least.
They get the Magic first round. That's probably dream scenario. Well, I feel for the Celtics, any team that's not the Heat in the first round is going to be I think might be a 4-1, maybe even a sweep. Any team that's not named the Heat, I think it's a 4-1 or even a sweep. So they probably want that just to get to where they want to go much quicker, the final destination quicker. But bro, it's tight in that, man. And the Warriors and the Lakers being in those two positions and then being on the completely opposite sides of that strength of schedule just makes it even more probably fascinating or probably worse off if the Lakers because Bron, you know, if things don't go well, might start throwing up some more hourglasses on Twitter.
Hey, 40,000 points next game.
As you say that, though, strength of schedule being like a tough strength of schedule for like the Bucks and easy for the Celtics, like going into the playoffs, would you rather play easy games or tough games?
But
Yeah,
those last,
tough.
Like you'd want to play tough ones, the games that you're actually trying to get the seeding, trying to like that you have to win, must-win games, and then you kind of get a bit more, I guess, game experience in those tough moments. Whereas the Celtics aren't going to have that because they're going to annihilate pretty much everybody till they get to the playoffs.
But like when you're the Celtics as well, it's kind of different because you don't have to be ready to go to like you don't have to be at NBA Finals level play game one of the playoffs because the gap between your skills should be so different being 1 to 8 seed that you should be able to build up series by series. I think it's more probably for like those mid to lower, but I think that's where probably the play-in game's more vital for those teams that go through the play-in to play those next series. They get the boost, but like the strength of schedule in the last few games of the season, I don't think it matters that much. I don't think you want tough games just before the start of the playoffs. I don't know. Most teams would happily rest if they've got their seed comfortably locked up, and a lot of teams do.
They're all aware that they're coming up to the playoffs anyway, so they all know they're going to step up come playoff time.
Well, I think it depends, varies team to team. Like a team like the Suns, they need that hard schedule because they've only had that big three play 18 games together. They need those hard games to go through the trenches because people talked a lot last season saying, "Oh, the Nuggets rested players." Well, and then they kept up that momentum. So other teams are going to probably try a similar thing. It's different. The Nuggets played with each other 3-4. That team was together 3 or 4 years before, and that was the season they won it. They know each other. They know how all each other plays. They were able to get that momentum back quickly. For the Suns, for example, I like the hard schedule because this is your first season playing together. You go through that adversity in those hard games. That helps you get ready for the playoffs. Whereas for teams little bit newer. I'm like, even the Celtics as well. Like, they haven't been through a playoff adversity with this new team. Obviously, they've gone 41-12, whatever the record is. But in those hard, tough situations, that's where I think, having a weak strength of schedule might not play into their favor.
Yeah. Trey's gone. Yeah, it's interesting. For the Bucks, I reckon they need as well. The Bucks, their defense improved so much lately. It's crazy. So like the Bucks need tough games, and the more big games they have, the better it is. But it's probably this point of the season, just post All-Star break, and those 10 to 15 games after the All-Star break, that's when you want your tough games. Those last few games, I think that's where you just switch your mindset to the playoffs, to winning those games and not really focusing in as much detail on those last games. Now's the time. Now's the time for the hard games.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I don't know. I think in the East, the Bucks, like you do say about having those tough games or whatever, and the way they've picked up and the way they're playing at the moment, they'll win 15 of the next 20. I think they'll not comfortably, but I think they'll do it. And then they'll rest anyway, because there's no way that they're going to get caught by Philly or the Heat or any of those teams. They'll finish third, or I think they'll finish ahead of the Cavs probably. So they'll finish second probably, and they won't have to worry about it because they'll just do it. And I think that once they start bonding with Doc a little bit and Giannis actually getting on the system and Lillard and that, I think they'll be fine. The more the Bucks play the last last week at least, the last couple of games, the more I'm thinking they are going to be good coming out of this hard stretch.
Yeah. Dr. Rivers has helped that defense. I thought I'd never see the day, but need to see Damian Lillard in the playoffs because he can't play
Doc
defense.
In the playoffs. Need to see Doc play.
We've seen Doc in the playoffs. We already know it's 3-1.
We know how he is. I want to see Doc not blow a 3-1 lead.
Doc Rivers, the Kyle Shanahan of the NBA. Can't wait to watch it. Can't wait to watch my boy falter again.
But imagine how happy we all will be if they're up 3-1 and they win. Like, it'll be the happiest moment in NBA.
No, how good would it be if they're up 3-1 and they win in 7?
Oh, that's what we need. I want to see Bucks up 3-1 against the Boston Celtics, and they win Game 7 of the conference finals. That's what I need to be signed up to. I'd love to see it.
Make it even better. It's if Damian Lillard hits the game-winning shot.
Oh yes.
But that's not like a strange thing. Damian Lillard hitting a series-winning 3 in the playoffs.
Yeah,
he's done it twice with buzzer beaters. So it's not like it's something new. But yeah.
What is strange is seeing him go far in the playoffs. So that would be something different. Yeah, there you go.
He was in the West.
Oh, don't do this. Don't give excuses.
What we want to see is we want to see him win a game in the conference final. That's what we want to see.
What I don't want to see is him add anything to his trophy cabinet, because I love Damian Lillard's empty trophy cabinet.
Yeah. Top 75 player, rookie of the year, 2-time 3-point champion. That's what gets you top 75. There you go.
Oh no, but imagine this award: help Doc Rivers win Game 7 after being up 3-1.
If he wins a series up 3-1 with Doc, he's probably the GOAT point guard.
It's top 50. Yeah, top 50.
Yeah, 100%. I reckon. Well, fellas, we got a nice little interesting question that I saw on Twitter. This is going to be very interesting. So it is the 2023 Nuggets that won the championship, right? Let's say they magically added Luka Doncic, prime Luka Doncic, whether that's going to happen in the future or now, versus the 2016 Golden State Warriors if they added the greatest player of all time, LeBron James.
That was a stupid question.
In my mind, this isn't even close.
It was probably. I've never seen anything, and people in the comments really trying to find a way to say Luka, blah blah blah. I was like, brother, 2016 LeBron, are you kidding me right now?
Yeah.
2016 LeBron was like the best thing I've ever seen. He could take on a 20-ton truck and he would win.
He averaged like a 40-point triple-double in the finals.
And isn't this 403 Steph Curry?
Yeah, 403 Steph Curry.
That's the 73-9 Warriors.
Yeah, 73-9 Warriors with LeBron. I'm like,
the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
What are some of these people out here saying, man? I can't even. People are saying
imagine
who's
that-
Might
guarding
be a different
Jokic.
debate if you
Did
said
they-
like Michael Jordan on the, or if you said LeBron on the Nuggets and Luka on the Warriors, it might have been a little bit of a different.
No, even then,
thing,
it's
but
still the
even
Warriors.
then-
Nah,
It's still the
yeah.
Warriors.
Whoever has LeBron is cooking the
You
other
reckon?
team. It's
You
bruh.
reckon?
Okay,
You
you're putting 2016 LeBron that came back from 3-1 down in the finals and just ate the Warriors to pieces on any team. They're gonna win.
It's GG's. Exactly. It's
End of
GG.
story of.
Yeah, I'm interested. I reckon that, the question the other way around would have probably split a few more hairs. But
Okay, let's put it the other way around. So Luka on the 2016 Warriors and LeBron on the 2023 Nuggets. Prime LeBron on the 2023 Nuggets.
I
I
got
don't
the
think
Warriors.
Luka fits on the Warriors. To be honest with you, he doesn't fit their play style. He's an
But Luka,
isolation.
but Steph, no, but yet Steph and Luka's a great passer. Steph and Clay so good off ball. Draymond
Draymond.
Green, great defender. They had Andre Iguodala, Sean Livingston, like all still as really good players.
Who's stopping
You know,
Jokic?
like Bro, they
Who's
had
stopping
it's not like they
LeBron?
didn't have big bodies. They had Bogut. Bogut was a really good player throughout his career.
Not in
It's like he's
2016,
stopping-
they didn't.
Okay, who's stopping LeBron?
They had
I-
fucking JaVale McGee in 2016, I think.
No, they didn't.
Okay, who's stopping LeBron?
That's the thing where it gets caught up. But like they would be by far and away the most offensively gifted team of all time.
Right.
Who's stopping LeBron? But like LeBron is going to get you 40 points whether someone's guarding him or not. Like you could put the best player in the NBA.
Okay,
but it's
You've got
2016 LeBron,
you've
he's still
got
getting
okay.
40
No,
points.
Jed, okay. Think about it less. Okay, you've got the greatest athlete of all time, averaging 40 points in a triple double, getting the ball from one of the greatest centers of all time, and you think they're going to win? The
Okay.
fella,
Right.
Jokic can pass a basketball through a ring, like, and you
You're
think they're going to
asking-
beat that?
You asking the 2016 Warriors would of all the teams would know how to best defend LeBron out of every team. Who's going to guard LeBron? The same guy who would have guarded him in 2016, Andre Iguodala. He won a Finals MVP for guarding him, for God's sake. Give him some credit. Like LeBron's going to get his stats anyway. I just reckon the Warriors adding Luka, like, what's the better team? Really, you break it down.
The Nuggets.
Th-
The Nuggets with LeBron. Easy. Well, who's Luka guarding?
No,
Luka ain't guarding anyone.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Bruce Brown, KCP, they were fucking clamps in the playoffs, man.
I genuinely don't understand. Like, who could the Warriors would not be able to do anything because we're taking Luka as he is. Terrible defender. Luka is getting cooked. Jamal Murray
See-
is there. KCP is there. LeBron has got shooters to pass the ball to. No one's stopping the two-man game between Jokic and Murray. Imagine a two-man game between LeBron and Jokic.
So do you reckon they play well off each other, and then all those other players will be elevated as well?
Absolutely.
100%.
Jokic could play well off anyone.
Imagine
Literally.
how good Jamal Murray would be with LeBron.
Oh my lord, bro! LeBron with
And-
competent shooters. Oh lord.
I think it's definitely a 7-game series, though. I just don't think.
No. I don't think it's 7 at all. I think it's done quickly. And Michael Porter Jr.'s with that team with LeBron, prime LeBron.
This
You
is
see- no.
ninth seed. This is ninth seed Luka Doncic we're talking about as well.
Yeah, he's on the team that you're arguing for as well.
This is MVP candidate ninth seed Luka Doncic.
34, 9, and 8 Luka on the Warriors. I'm taking the Nuggets every day of the week with LeBron. I think they probably win it in 6. I got 6. I would say
Bro,
5. I'll say 6.
Isn't that the greatest individual playoff run in NBA history or something? LeBron in 2016, like,
Led the
Or
finals in every
2018.
single statistical category.
yeah, or even you could argue 2018 was either one. He was just
Okay,
unbelievable.
what about the 2017 Warriors versus that Nuggets team with LeBron?
Oh, shut the hell up!
We're just gonna keep making it better for you
Maybe
until
you
you
would
win
make
one.
it
Is that what we're
fair.
gonna do?
Maybe it'd make it fair if the Nuggets had LeBron. How about that? Because it wasn't fair having KD.
Oh, the commissioner comes out and be like, "Oh, I'll allow it. I'll allow it."
Loves that from the commissioner. Old commissioner Silver, my guy. What a bloke
Yeah.
that is. Oh
Yeah.
well.
Not what you were saying last week.
Yeah, we don't talk about All-Star Weekend.
What a bloke. What a guy Adam Silver is. What a guy Adam Silver is, eh? Let's not start ranting about him. He's a good commissioner. It's not
if he had 1 hair on his head for every nice comment P said about him, he'd have the exact same amount of hair follicles as he does now.
Oh, shout out Commissioner Silver. Good guy. Without him, we wouldn't be here.
For the listeners who don't know, he's bald.
Why would they be listening to a basketball podcast if they don't know who he is?
Or some people just like our voices.
Some people just don't even know who the commissioners of these leagues are, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, it's sad. You got to know Commissioner Silver, Commissioner Goodell.
Anyone would think the commissioner, after listening to this podcast, is either 19 Luka Doncic or 2016 LeBron.
Or 1953 Red Rocker.
Yeah. I wanted to do the quiz and put a Red Rocker question in, but I couldn't find the information.
Are you doing your quiz now?
Yeah. Speaking of which, Jed, your trivia, bro. What you got cooking for the boys?
I just hope it's as elite as that little cut across there. That was nice. It was smooth by us. So after just a few discussions today, just had some curiosities about NBA contracts and career earnings. So I've got a list of, depending on time, we've got 10 to 12 players here, and we'll run through. And the person who guesses the closest amount will get the point. So you've got to guess the total of their career earnings to date. So that doesn't include future earnings that they haven't earned yet, just for a bit of clarity there.
That's good, man. Yeah. Wouldn't have been able to figure that out. Yep.
Yeah, so are we ready to begin? Was that?
Don't worry. Sorry.
Okay, -1 point for Ethan for being lippy. And for your MVP vote. Anyway, so first up, this one's for Trey. John Wall, what is his career earnings? What are you guys' guesses?
280.
Oh, fuck off. That's what, legit, I'm not even lying. That's what I was going to guess. Oh, no. So I'm going to go.
Just go one higher or one lower.
No, that's what I'm trying to think about right now.
Was
it my turn or was it Ethan's turn?
I'm going to go with 262 mil.
Go. P, keep it quick. Keep it firing.
281.
281 what was your guess, Trey?
Well, I know he had like a $200 million contract and he had an $80 million contract. So
it's 276.
It's gonna be a bit higher.
It's 276. Trey gets the dub. Yeah, Ethan wasn't even close, but nice job for you two. Next up, we have my boy, Thanasis's second favorite uncle, Robin Lopez.
Oh, Robin Lopez. Okay, I think I can try to do the maths on this one. So,
just when you have it, no order, just fire through. Because I know some people like to think about this.
130.
130.
112.
112 and
143.
Point goes to Trey again. 99 million lira. These guys do not.
Bro,
bad.
didn't he get a freaking 4-year 52? Bro,
search it up. No, he probably had a 4-year 52, and then probably had a lot of minimum contracts in his career.
Yeah, he was a min player on the Wizards for like 3 years.
I could actually search this up and look through it while I'm doing it just to give you guys some clarity on that, but I'm feeling a little bit lazy, so we won't. Next up, we have Nick Batum.
Oh, fourth quarter screaming.
Fourth quarter scream. Okay, let's go.
Ethan's first on the phone.
Well, Batum's been in the league for a while, and I know he got paid good by the Hornets.
All right, we don't need a whole soliloquy.
Yeah. Tell me how you really feel, Ethan.
140.
140?
190. Oh, no. 172.
Trey?
137.
P gets this one. It is $195 million for Nicholas Batum. That is outrageous. P, you should have stayed with your original. You said 190 and then you backed out.
No, because I thought I wasn't thinking about his first couple of years in the league when I changed my guess.
He had an $88 million contract or something, eh?
But
The
I
Hornets.
think he's one of those guys who's got paid like pretty good in all of his contracts.
Yeah, but
We're
still screaming. Why,
it's-
fourth quarter, why the fuck Batumman? We're still screaming it to this day.
So it's 2-1 to P. Oh, to Trey. Sorry, I didn't mean to get your hopes up there, P. Next up we have Thibodeau's favorite son, the balding god,
Derrick
Taj
Rose?
Gibson.
No, I'm kidding. Oh, Taj Gibson. He got paid pretty handsomely at some point, I feel. Give me one. Oh, Trace first, though.
125.
Give me 141.
141. What's yours, Ethan?
I'm gonna go 130.
130. Ooh, it is 89 million.
What?
That's not much, eh? He's a Manoon guy.
Oh, bro, I need. Okay,
Sorry.
okay,
Sorry,
I've got it.
Batum earned over 100 mil more than Gibson.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think I've got it
Who was
now.
closest? There was Trey closest on that one, eh?
No, I think I was the closest with my 141 mil guess.
Yeah, I was close.
Yep.
Ethan was 130. I was 120.
Next up we have KD, Kevin Durant.
Okay, yeah. This one I feel like I got this one.
The real MVP.
That's you, P. You start.
Give me Kevin Durant, 320 million.
I'm going 3-3-1.
I'm gonna go 310.
Ethan on the leaderboard. It is $392 million to date.
Oh my god.
I don't even deserve a point for that. Oh my god.
That is wild.
Kevin
I
What
was
did you
like,
say, Ethan?
100.
I said
330.
331.
yeah. Okay, next up we have James Harden.
$468 million.
Isn't it Ethan?
Oh no, if he could take it away with that one.
370.
345.
Trey takes it home with 345. The real answer is 338. That's tough.
Harden
P,
made
what was
less
going on?
money than KD. Are you fucking kidding me?
Bro, he got drafted 2 years later.
Bullshit. Harden should have signed that $200 million deal that Maury gave him, and I would have got that right.
Wait, were you actually being serious with your 400 million?
Yeah, 100%.
But you got to remember, 2 years means two, and they've been max guys pretty much their whole careers. That's 2 years of max contracts that KD had
It's
over
like
him,
60 million. Or 50 million, pretty much.
which is roughly what he got paid less. Okay, we're gonna throw it back to some of these role player guys. Danny Green,
Ooh.
3-point shooter. 3-point shooters normally get paid, so I don't know whether that's a clue or not a clue.
95 million.
He's been around for a while, so I'm probably gonna say 170.
110.
Hey. So Trey, you said 95, was that right?
Yeah.
P said 110. Danny Green is 103. By $1 million, P takes it away. Clutch.
I thought you were gonna say like closer to Ethan, like because Ethan.
Yeah,
what'd you
nah,
say?
play with-
I think Nick Batum's thrown me off, man, with his 190 mil.
Bro, this is tough. This is like shit that like they don't teach you in school. I don't know why
No,
they would.
it's because you never hear about like when you hear someone's got a bad contract, you hear about it. Like Nick Batum's
Yeah.
contract, you hear about it.
Okay, yeah. Well, okay, next up, you guys got some chance to redeem yourself. You got a lot of information on players drafted around the same time as this guy. Steph Curry, the Curry man. 403 guy.
Yeah, is that the number? Is it...
You guys can guess now. Like,
Steph got.
Hey, I think.
I'm just doing some calculations here. So you got. What did he sign for after?
I'm gonna go with. Is it me?
yeah, just anyone far away.
299.
360.
370.
P coming back into it. It is $354 million for Curry.
We from the north of that.
I thought he was the
go.
highest paid player in the NBA. For like the
Yeah,
last
he is.
3 years.
But you got to remember when he was drafted.
Yeah, that's why I did 370. I thought
You
he
went
would
too
have earned
far.
$20 million more than Harden.
No, because did he get drafted the year after Harden? Same year.
2009.
No, same year.
I actually don't know.
Yeah, I don't really care that much either. So the scoreboard in last place with a measly 1 point, and I really regret giving him that, is Ethan Makaronganu. And then there's in second place is
What?
P
It's
on-
done. How is it finished?
It's not. I'm
Okay.
just telling it up before we get there. And then Trey in first place on 4, so it's close. Next up we have another 3-point shooter, Eric Gordon.
Oh, yeah. Eric Gordon.
This
That's
one will
cool.
play off the feelings.
190 million.
Give me 147.
Ethan?
121.
Oh,
He had a
Jesus.
$120 million contract.
Yeah, Trey takes it away. 179 million for the man. And this one, I expect P to win this one. I expect P to win this next one.
Is this the little Thanos?
This is number 10, but I've got 12. We're going to do the other two because I'm kind of enjoying this. I think you guys are too. So number 10, LeBron, father of Bronny James.
The GOAT James. This
The
is the
GOAT.
biggest moment in my life right here.
465 million.
I just need to do some maths in my head here. Okay. So we signed it. We signed a pretty big deal after the first
Wait,
4
oh,
years.
yeah. What cut did you get?
So it was
481.
What did you say, Trey?
465.
So Trey's gone 465.
I haven't
Ethan's
guessed yet.
gone 481.
450.
Ethan's so close. It is $479 million.
What do you do with that type of money?
Let me do some math.
Hey,
What's
to be fair,
the-
he wasn't-
Bro, what's
When
the
you-
rookie deal? The only reason I got that wrong is because I calculated the rookie deal wrong. Other than that, I would have got it right.
But it's
Well,
yeah.
All of my calculations was almost correct, to be fair. Yeah, I worked it out.
Yeah, we got Pekin's still tied up. We've got 2 more. So these next 2 guys, well, this next guy, I wanted it to be Red Rocker, but I couldn't find his information. I'm gonna assume somewhere between $30,000 and $40,000 for his career. Great number. Was probably a lot of money back then. Could probably
Yeah.
buy a house, three cars, and a goat.
Bill
But yeah, we're gonna go Zaza, overvoted Pachulia.
Oh, Lord Jesus. I don't even know where you go with Zaza. 80.
65.
81.
Ethan gets it again. It's 59 million for Zaza.
Zaza made, wow. I thought he was in the salary cap era. What the fuck?
No, but he
Oh,
might have been
yeah.
the salary cap era, but he might not have, not every player benefited from the salary cap era. It was a lot of max deals.
Damn. Zaza,
Um,
disgrace.
And one player who did benefit, last guy, a player who did benefit from probably not the salary cap era, but he has benefited from some good contracts in his career. He's been a good situation guy. Contavious, ankle monitor, Caldwell Pope.
Hey, shout out KCP. Well, I already know that this is more than, I won't say the number, but it's more than that.
More than
150.
Zaza?
Give me 150.
147.
153.
What did you say, P?
150.
And what did you say, Trey?
147.
Trey takes it home. It is only 103 million. I don't know how. I don't know how the math makes sense on
Wait,
that.
he got like a fucking $60 million deal, bro. What is
Man, Ethan just cock blocked it.
I'm going to search this up and I'm going to break it down for you because this one shocked me. So career earnings. So he was rookie deal, first 4 years. Sweet.
Yeah.
$17 million first year on the Lakers. $12 million second year on the Lakers. $7 million third year on the Lakers, then $12 million. And then pretty much, oh no, I fucked it up. I don't know how I fucked this up so badly. Wait, what did I say? Yeah, 103. Yeah, no, that's right. And then just, between 12 and 14 for every single year after that. Crazy.
You forgot to do Tony Snell.
Tony Snell? Oh, do you guys want to know Tony Snell?
No, don't get me started on Tony Snell. I'll go all day. I'll go all day on Tony Snell.
This last one is for. You don't have to put this in the pod if you don't want to. This last one is for Trey and P only. Ethan knows this one. Jeff Green.
The god of minimum contracts.
Yeah,
the minimum contract.
Million.
The minimum contract merchant.
82.
76.
Still 92 million, but 17 years in the NBA. He's had one $15 million contract, then nothing above 9. He has had, but like, it's that one $15 million contract that saves him because pretty much, but he's getting paid $8 million a year by the Rockets.
Far out. He really loves basketball. Holy.
$8 million a year in his 16th year. Crazy.
18 years.
He's good too. Why does he sign for so little?
At the moment, no, throughout his career, bro, he has been the most off and on NBA player in history, and he's just matured well. That's it.
That's some good trivia. I rated that. I was a big fan. That was some good questions. Trey, what's that? Trey got 6 or 5?
Yeah, Trey got 6.
All right. No, it's good W. So Trey gets on the scoreboard, leaderboard with 2 wins. I've got 2 wins, and Jed's got 2 wins, and that's the only people with wins.
I'm just here to make up the numbers, man. I'm just here to make up the numbers.
I think you missed the one, P. Did you? You want to double check that?
What? Is that yours? You got 3 or 2?
I think I'm on 9 victories at the moment. Actually,
you got to just double check that Ethan's not on there and tell us again if Ethan's there. Just double check and tell us.
I will. I'll make sure. Start of the next episode, I'll make sure to get that down for you. But good podcast, fellas. Another one in the books. Episode 13, done and dusted. Thanks for participating. Thanks to all the fans, everyone who's watching and tuning in, listening in. We appreciate the support. We shall see you on the next podcast, episode 14. But episode 13 is done and dusted. Over and out. Catch you on the next one.
Yo, best trivia in the game.
Catch you later.